Well, clearly the Marlies not playing here at Ricoh Coliseum for the next couple of weeks as the boat show comes into town, and this turns into the lake. You could call it Lake Marley if you wanted to. The Marlies will look to go on to this boat show road trip without Kasperi Kapanen. He'll be out for more than just a couple of days, and that means some offense has to be filled. The Marlies calling up Eric Fye from Orlando. Of course, they'd already called up Brett Finley and Tony Cameronesi, who has provided some offense for the Marlies in the last couple of weeks. And in the last 4 games, the Marlies have lost by 1 goal in each of those games, and looking to reverse that trend and at least pick up a point in some of those games where they could take it to overtime and then hopefully 2, as the Marlies now find themselves in last place in the North Division. In just 4 months, at the beginning of the season, they were in first and now find themselves in the worst position, and certainly see the next few months as an opportunity to get back into at least the playoff picture. It starts this weekend with the boat show road trip.
It's really important. Obviously, we've lost a couple in a row, and it's really important for us as a team to get a couple wins together and get some confidence going. We're playing okay, but we're just not finding the difference in those 1-goal games, and we keep finding a way to lose. So that's something we definitely got to correct, and it starts this weekend.
You guys had 2 solid games, although losses, against some top clubs. How tough was it to take that one in Rochester, or the one that Rochester took out on Saturday?
Yeah, it's really tough, and like I said, the difference is so small. It's either a goal or 2, so it's just a matter of finding a way to stop them from scoring 1 and us scoring 1 more. So, it's small things in our game that's just coming back to bite us, and got to clean that up.
A little bit too. Sometimes it looks like the mistakes, the 1 or 2 mistakes that are made, cost you big. Have you found that, look back on it and said, that is something we can't afford to do even against some of the teams that aren't top clubs?
For sure, and that's what we watch in video every day. We see how the small mistakes can compound themselves and really start costing us big time, and they're costing us games right now. So that's something that we're definitely trying to correct in practice. And as I said, this weekend is a big weekend for us to get back on the winning side.
Frustration level high, or is it compete level high?
It's a little bit of both. Obviously, guys are frustrated with not winning, and that's part of the deal. But you got to stay confident, and you got to stay positive, and keep competing. And that's another thing, is just being competitive. And it starts in practice. Like today, we had a really good competitive practice, and it'll carry over into this weekend.
What's the mood, and how positive can you guys feel about going into this road trip?
I think we're just trying to get back to the basics and the systems that the coach puts in front of us. As long as we're working hard and doing the little things, we feel confident that we can play with anybody, and we just got to get back to that.
Some strong games last week personally, and the team just a hair shy against some top clubs. Encouraging?
Yeah, I thought we did a lot of good things, whether it was controlling the puck down low or some good breakouts, but there was a few things that we needed to do a little bit better, and I think we've been working on that in practice, and hopefully it'll show in the games to come.
Trevor, what have some of the challenges been for you getting into the lineup every day and making an impact in every chance that you get?
I think it's just consistency. There's a lot of players on this team, a lot of good players on this team, and it's a lot of competition, which is awesome, because in the long run, we think it's going to pay off for us just having to battle day in and day out, especially a guy like me trying to get in the lineup. But I think it's good. I think it's helping me grow a lot as a player.
You get a competitive practice atmosphere, as you guys seem to have had today ahead of this rather lengthy road trip. How important is that to start going in the right direction here?
Yeah, I think it's good. I think it's something that's important for us to have competitive practices, game-like practices, so we can be prepared to compete right at the start and get some wins here.
You feel you guys are just a shy, like a couple of things away from turning no points into at least a point?
For sure. We're losing 1-goal games, 2-goal games. We're right there in every game. We're not getting blown out, so we know what it takes to do it. It's just about commitment and about our compete level that we need to bring every night.
You can listen in to the games on Marlies.ca or watch them on the AHL Live. They start this Friday against Hartford at 7 o'clock, and then Saturday they will play the Bridgeport Sound Tigers, who they played in the first round of the playoffs last season, and then they will face the Springfield Thunderbirds, the new team in the American Hockey League, and then come home, back out to Rochester on Wednesday before they play the St. John's Ice Caps next weekend ahead of the AHL All-Star Game.